You want some help or just want to know more about geometric quadratic word problems. And what we're going to do today is we're going to help you with those. Just stick along and we're going to show you how you can solve quadratic geometric word problems.
To solve these problems, you're going to have to find a quadratic equation that denotes the area of a specific rectangle, and to find that equation, you're going to have to multiply two linear equations together, one denoting the length of the rectangle, one denoting the width, as that's how you find the area of
set up in different ways. A general knowledge in linear equations, in solving quadratics, in factoring, and in systems of equations can all be big helps in finding areas and lengths and other things that you can use quadratics to help you with. So we're going to show you some examples that can help geometry you to a better way to solve these problems.
Basketball court like this one, an NBA basketball court. And you know that the total area of the place you're going to put the basketball court in is 33 by 19 meters. What you do know is that the NBA basketball court measures 435 square meters in total. Now, if you wanted to put a uniform walkway around that basketball court within the 33 by 19 meter area, how large would the walkway of uniform width be? Well, join us and we're going to tell you. You do know that the area of the basketball court is 435 meters squared. And you know that the entire dimension of the entire area is 33 by 19. So what you can do is, since the walkway is of uniform width, you can set the length from the edge of the total area to the core as x, and you can find the equation for the base and the width of the area of the basketball court. On that, you can get 33 minus 2x as the length of one side, and 19 minus 2x, 19 minus 2x as the length of the other side is equal to the entire area. From here, you can distribute out this side, and you get 627 minus 66x minus 38x plus 4x squared is equal to 435. Simplifying and moving everything over to one side leaves you with 4x squared minus 104x plus 192 is equal to 0. From here, you can factor out the 4, and you get 4 times x squared minus 26x plus 48 is equal to 0. And you can factor it further into 4 times x minus 24 times x minus 2 is equal to 0. And you can solve for what you do know. For each factor, 4 is equal to 0 results in no solution. X minus 24 is equal to 0, leave the solution x is equal to 24. And x minus 2 is equal to 0, leave the solution x is equal to 2. However, since one of the sides of the entire area is 19, you know that 24 cannot be a solution, and the only possible solution to this problem is x is equal to 2.
Okay, so let's say you want to plant a garden on the side of your house, and you have 32 feet of fencing and enough dirt to cover up 126 square feet. So how would you figure out what the dimensions of your garden will be? Stay tuned to find out. So you know that the fence will be like this on the side of the house. And so first, you want to define your variables as that you're trying to solve for, as x will be this length in feet and y will be this side in feet. And you know that the area that you have to cover with dirt is 126 square feet. And you know that you have 32 feet of fencing. So you want to solve a system to try to find out these the dimensions. So you know that that y will be equal to 32 minus 2x, and you also know that the area, which is 126, will be equal to x times y, because it's length times width. And so to solve this, you want to substitute y in to this equation. So you get 126 is equal to x times 32 minus 2x. And so when you distribute that, you get 126 equals 32x minus 2x squared. And then you want to move everything over to one side so you can factor and solve. And so you get negative 2x squared plus 32x minus 126 equals 0. And then you can factor out the negative 2 to get x squared minus 16x plus 63 equals 0, which can then be factored further into x minus 9 times x minus 7 equals 0. So by the zero product property, you know that x will equal either 9 or 7. And so to find out y, you want to substitute the x values back into this original equation. So y will equal to 32 minus 2 times 9, which is equal to 18, or y is equal to 32 minus 2 times 7, which is equal to, that's 14, and y equal to 18. So you know that the dimensions of your garden can either be 9 by 14 or 7 by 18.
So, let's say you have a rectangle, like the one here, and you're trying to find the area. So, all you know about this rectangle are its perimeter and its diagonal. So, you know that its diagonal from here to here is 25, and that's perimeter. The perimeter of the rectangle is 70. Both of those measured in meters. So, keep watching to figure out how you would find the area. Rectangle with a diagonal of 25 meters and a perimeter of 7 meters, and we want to find the area. So to start, let's label this side y and this side x, which of course, because it's a rectangle, means that this side's y and this side's x. So before we dive into the math, we need to develop a few equations for how we can solve this. First one, using the Pythagorean theorem, is that x squared plus y squared equals 25 squared, or 625. The second one, using the definition of a perimeter, is that 2x plus 2y equals 70. So, how should we solve this? So, the best way is to make a system of equations. So, to do this, we should first solve for y for this equation and then substitute it into this equation. So let's do that by first bringing 2y onto one side and 70 minus 2x on the other, and simplifying so we get y by itself. So after we have this, we can substitute it into this equation by squaring both sides, having y squared equals 35 minus x squared, or 1,225 minus 70x plus x squared. So now that we have this, we can substitute into this equation, seeing that x squared plus 1,225 minus 70x plus x squared equals 625. Now that we have this, we should simplify it down into a factorable form in order to solve for x. So we can do this by combining like terms to get x squared minus 70x plus 600 equals 0. Oh, sorry, 2x squared. So now that we have this, we can simplify it further by factoring out the 2 to get x squared minus 35x plus 300 equals 0. And then finally, we can factor it into x minus 15 times x minus 20, generating possible solutions of 15 meters and 20 meters for the side lengths. Now, we can take these solutions and substitute them back into the original simplified equation, which is y equals 35 minus x, to get the possible y values for this side length, values for this side length. So we can get that y equals 35 minus 20, or 15, or that y equals 35 minus 15, or 20. So x could either equal 15 with a y value of 20, or it could equal 20 with a y value of 15. So we can get that the side lengths are either 15 and 20, or 20 and 15, which both multiply out to the same average, 20 meters by 15 meters, I should say, with both multiply out to the same average, to the same area of 300 meters.
Watching this video, you are familiar with several geometric quadratic word problems and how to solve them. This should help you on your next assessment. Have a wonderful day.